Have you noticed something missing from your favorite restaurant lately? Maybe, I don't know, your server? Yeah, you're seeing a lot more QR codes and fewer friendly faces, and believe me, it is not a coincidence. Today we're going to dive into why the classic waiter is disappearing and what that really means for the future of dining.
So why is this happening all of a sudden? You know the drill now. You sit down, you scan a code, you order with your thumbs. Is this just some kind of pandemic hangover, or is it a sign of a much deeper issue? Well, the reality is a story of survival, of tough economics, and a fundamental shift in how we even define service.
And let's be super clear here. This isn't about restaurants just chasing the latest tech fad. For thousands of independent restaurant owners, this whole shift is a pretty desperate response to some absolutely crushing economic pressure. It's not a choice they want to make. For a lot of them, it's the choice they have to make just to keep the lights on.
Now, to really understand this survival strategy, we need to look at two totally different philosophies of service. You've got the classic North American model that we all grew up with, and then there's this radically efficient model that's been perfected in places like Japan.
This slide just nails the difference. On one hand, you have the North American model, which is all high touch. Your server is your guide, your confidant. It's personal, but man, it takes a lot of staff. On the other hand, the Japanese model is built for high efficiency. It's about empowering you, the customer, to drive the experience, all with the super minimal staff.
And here is where you can see how different they really are. Just look at the staffing, a whole team versus maybe one or two people. Ordering is a conversation with a person versus a few taps on a screen. I mean, every single step, from getting water to paying the bill, is completely different. One model is built around the server, the other is built around you.
Okay, so if the high-touch model has worked for decades, why the sudden dramatic shift? Well, the answer lies in some pretty harsh economic realities that have brought a lot of restaurants right to the edge, to a tipping point.
This is the number that keeps restaurant owners up at night. Less than 5%. Seriously, think about that. For every $20 you spend on dinner, the owner might only keep $1. With a profit margin that razor thin, there's zero room for error. Any unexpected cost can be a knockout blow.
So here's the crucial point. It's not just one thing, it's a perfect storm. Restaurant owners are dealing with persistent labor shortages that started during the pandemic, but at the exact same time, minimum wages are going up. Then you pile on the rising cost of ingredients and soaring rent, and that tiny profit margin we just saw, it gets squeezed down to basically nothing. The old high labor model is just becoming financially impossible to maintain.
But, and this is a big but, this is where the story takes a turn. For years, that super efficient Japanese model just seemed out of reach over here. You know, the tech was clunky, and honestly, we as customers just weren't ready for it. But now, a different kind of perfect storm is hit, one that's creating a massive opportunity for change.
And here are the three big drivers making it all possible. First, the technology. QR codes, self-order kiosks. It's finally cheap, reliable, and everywhere. Second, and this is huge, customers are now completely comfortable with it. The pandemic kind of forced us all to get used to scanning codes and ordering digitally. And third, the savings are undeniable. When you can reduce your staff by shifting tasks like ordering and payment to the customer, you directly attack a restaurant's biggest expense, payroll.
Now, does this mean servers are going to vanish completely? Are we all going to be ordering from vending machines tomorrow? Almost certainly not. What's far more likely, and what we're already starting to see, is the rise of a new hybrid model that really takes the best of both worlds.
So what does this hybrid future actually look like? Well, you might seat yourself and grab your own water. You'll probably order and pay through your phone. But here's the important part. This frees up the smaller staff to focus on what matters most, the quality of the food and getting it to your table hot and fast. It's not about eliminating service, it's really about redefining it.
And this really brings us to the bottom line. For the small, independent restaurants we all love, adopting these more efficient, hybrid systems, it isn't just about keeping up with trends. As all these economic pressures keep mounting, it might be the only way they can keep their doors open.
So as we finish up, I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. We're gaining efficiency, and we're helping local businesses survive. But are we losing something essential in the process? It's a trade-off that is changing the culture of dining as we speak. What do you think? Thanks for joining us.